Yu-Gi-Oh! Is one of the most complex card games to get into. With over 10,000 cards and 20 types of them, it's easy to see why. Join me on my journey where I spend £30 a week with only Konami sealed products to build my Yu-Gi-Oh! Collection again from scratch. Alright, it's time to get cracking on the opening once again. So yes, once again we got duels, but this time we got Giga Rampage to go along with it. I think this was about 8 quid, and this was about 18.75 I got it for. So less than 30, but I couldn't be bothered to spend the extra 3 quid, 4 quid, you know, like on just like one pack or something. So yeah, as always, we'll open the non-set stuff first. Let's crack into yet another box of Duel Overload with Cyber Dragon Infinity as a large card. So we've got 2 of those now. Very nice. Alright, let's get going. So once again, we pulled Hauke 5 racks last episode, so literally the only thing left on the top list for the set is the Union Carrier, which is the card we've been chasing for now since the start of the series, basically. So yeah. Hopefully this week's episode will be less messy than last week's, and hopefully we can get some good footage with the Union Carrier. So what was it, the last card was the good one? So we're just going to put that on the side and flip it up. Okay, so we're getting off in the first pack with Alien Shock Trooper M-Frame, Diamond Lion Dragon, White Strikes, and another Saravis. Cool. Crack open the second pack. Once again, bomb card. And we got Speedroid, Marble Machine, Dreadnoid, Simorg, Bloom Harmonist, the Melodious Composer. I hope the quality is alright. I think the lighting is a bit too good. For those of you who haven't noticed, we're actually using a new camera setup today, and it works fine, but I think with the lighting it becomes a little bit grainy. So I think, see if we can fix that really quickly. Oh, just reach in for the lights. Right, so we get this, and then I think we can probably turn this main light on. No, we can't. Okay, well, we're just gonna have to live with it. Anyway, so let's crack open the third pack. So remember, guys, we don't really care too much about what's in the rest of the packs. It's really just what's in this pile. But we'll still look for it because it's kind of funny, right? We've got What Giraffe, Dangerous Fight for Nightmare, White Mare, Deck, Lockdown. So it's like Droll, but basically worst. Cool. I guess we can play that in the side. It's not bad. Well, it's a better effect than Droll, it's just that it's a continuous spell, so. Anyway. Synchro Transcend, The Last Word from Another Planet, Cubic Ascension, and Yugioh Sealed? How do you pronounce that? Alright. Boop. Let's flip it up. Phantasmal Emperor Trilogic, Herald Mirage Light. What does this do? A spell trap card, you send one fairy, this card sent to you by an opponent's card. Okay, so this is pretty good, but not for us, for sure. Malefic Divide, and a little What Giraffe. Alright, we're on to our last pack, guys. So, I'll be honest, I did see some blue on the card, I think 2 of the cards in this pile. Let's hope one of them is the one we're looking for. Okay, DDD Abyss King Gilgamesh, MST, might go on our side, and there's a nice rarity to look at as well. Malefic Selector and Ojame Emperor. Cool. So, not a lot of interesting things in the junk pile essentially, but let's see if we can get lucky with the actual cards we want to look at. So here we go. Okay, we start with a Sky Striker Zek, Extra Hero Infernal Divisor, Tenyi Spirit Sashara, Ancient Gear Ballista, Resbel Revelation, and Auroradon. Hey, that's not bad. It's not the card we're looking for, but Auroradon is pretty good. I'll take it, but we're gonna need to open another duel. Honestly, I don't know how much longer we're gonna have to deal with this, because I'm starting to get pretty sick of duel overload. If that wasn't obvious from the pace I was going through this opening act, but yeah. So that's the duel over with. So let's crack open the structure deck now. Seriously though, this duel is starting to piss me off a little bit, but we'll see how long it takes us. Might have to take a little break from this set in search of some gadgets in Fist of the Gadgets. We get tired of the set, because we'll have to do that eventually anyway, so it is what it is. So, yeah, let's open Giga Rampage. Pretty old structure, so yeah. We're only looking for a couple cards in this set, but both of them are pretty good for our deck, so just go for this wrapping. Alright, let's go. So we've got Gear Guy Gear Gigan XG, Giga Gorga. This card is almost one you can add one level. That's not bad, but not for us. Gear Gigano Mark III, Giga Attacker, Gigano, Gigano again, Gigano Mark II, Gigano Mark II again, Gear Guy Accelerator, Giga Armor, Green Gadget, another Green Gadget, Red Gadget, and Yellow Gadget. Ancient Gear Gadgetron Chimera, Gadgetron Dragon, Jumble Drill, Minefield Driller, Card Trooper, Scarecrow, Oil Man, what does that do? It's a Union monster, but I don't know what that actually does. I don't think it does anything. Heavy Mech Support Platform, Giant Rat, another rat, Gear Oh, I love this. This is a really old school field spell, and it looks so nice. The artwork on it feels so old school, so nostalgic. But yeah, not the best. Not the best of field spells, obviously, but it's a decent target. So what I think I intend to do with this is probably play set rotation, play a copy of this, and play Gadgetron Dragon as well. Which, well, this is a free 3k beat stick basically, and it's not bad. So yeah, but for now it's pretty useless. It was a removal, also pretty useless. And then facing monster on the field is trouble battle card effects, pretty useless. Fissure, Smashing Ground, Double Summon, one of the cards that we came here for. Creature Swap, which I think is still bad. Terraforming, we already have a better version of that. Gear, Stronghold of Moving Fortress, Metamorph, Ray Metamorph, Rollout, and Gigan X. It's in common, it looks disgusting, so does the Double Summon, but these are the things I'm going to be adding to our deck this week. And I think we're going to put Mecha Phantom Beast Auroradon and MST and Deadlock down in the side as well. So yeah, not the most exciting week, but we did at least once again have some cards to change in our list. But yeah, let me know, guys, what you think about the new camera setup, if it's good, if it's the same, if it's dog shit. I really can't tell. I think it's better, but yeah. Anyway, that's the opening section for this video, and hopefully by the length of the video you're currently watching, you'll know whether we got some more gameplay footage this week or not. And until next time, or the next section of the video I should say, goodbye. Alright, welcome to the duels, and round one we won rock, paper, scissors, and we ended up going first, and we commit our whole hand to make 2 busters, because I thought it was kind of funny, and I think this is probably like rule 1 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Never overextend. 2 busters doesn't really do much more than 1, especially when you don't have a discard, and because our opponent is on paleos, we just get trapped. And ironically speaking, just trapped. And that's all that's happened this game. We just get trapped. Our deck doesn't really have any innate outs to decks like Altergeist and Paleos and Guru. And eventually we just get out-resourced and we lose the game after they find a way to out our Blue Eyes White Dragon. So yeah, that was pretty much the game. Now the Unicorn comes down, our ABC gets shuffled back into the deck, and that was basically game. For game 2, we side in a lot of back row hate and we side out the monster negates and the solemn cards because they don't really do very much against paleos. And we open our entire side deck. We practically open our entire side deck. We draw 3 side deck cards and no main deck enablers, and you can guess how that went. So yeah, that was match 1. Going to match 2 here. Believe we win. Yeah, we win rock, paper, scissors, and we end up going first. But we should have. Apparently in the highlights somewhere I just skipped the entirety of game 1, but I can tell you that we won the first game. So this is the second game here. Our opponent breaks for the second game, and oh, I know what happened. So these 2 games are reversed. But I can tell you what happened very quickly. We basically just had the better hand both games, and our opponent couldn't out a monster immune Blue Eyes White Dragon both games, and we end up taking the match 2-0. So I think we're just resolving the Anaconda, and our opponent concedes, and there's some very messed up video editing by me here, but this is actual game 2, I believe, hopefully. I'm not re-recording this. There's no way I'm re-recording this. Yeah, I'm not recording this. Okay, so this is what happened in game 2 apparently. So our opponent bricked, and we basically get free reign over the board. And we open pretty much nuts here. We open the Scrap Recycler to bait any Ash Blossoms or anything, and we just wipe his board clean. Our opponent fights on for a little bit here, but nothing really too special happens. Some Marincess cards get thrown around, but we still have a Buster, and we can tag out at any point, even if they do manage to get something like a Unicorn to try and out our APCs. And I start searching what Cerulean Skyfire does, because I remember they could negate Super Poly. I don't really know why I did that, but anyway, we won that match 2-0, and now going to match 3. We win rock, paper, scissors, and we go first, but we end up heading with an Ash, and that basically ends our turn. We find out we're playing against Zodiac, and well, Zodiac things happen, we lose. Game 2, we go first again, we break, we get Ash Blossomed again, and pretty much the same thing happened. He summoned Klops, he attacked the game over a couple of turns, and there wasn't really too much we could have done that. Match 4, we're going up against Sealed Only Dinos once again, which apparently is the mainstay of the series. I don't know. But anyway, first game, we opened up pretty decent, ending on a board of Buster, set Solemn Warning, and I believe we do search for an A here, so we have a valid discard off of linking off the B and Artifact Dagda to make another Dagda. Though I believe the correct play here was instead just discarding maybe Effect Veiler to make our ABC Dragon Buster immune to monster effects by equipping B onto it. But regardless, we go for the play that looks the best material wise. We do go +1, but we do get hit with an imperm pretty early in the turn. And dinosaur plays happen. We had too many monsters on the board. We do Solemn Warning to buy ourselves an extra turn. However, that wasn't really enough to do very much, to be honest. We just don't manage to get the damage in, and well, you know what dinos are like. They have stacked graveyard, they have Lost World on board. We can't really do very much about this, and as expected, the next turn comes to our opponent. Doesn't really matter what they draw here, but they do top decks Oviraptor, I believe. Have you read Misk? Unironically, have you read Miscellaneousaurus? Well, if you haven't, turns out when you're playing dinos, it's pretty good. But anyway, game 2, we go first again. We end on the board of Machina, Citadel, and ABC Dragon Buster. Lost World happens, and we lose the game. Alright, so here are the results after this week's games. So we played 4 matches, we won 1 and lost 3. How do I feel about the deck this week? Obviously, we didn't get the Union Carrier, which is a huge problem for us right now. Union Carrier is really one of the centerpieces of the deck. Not having it really hurts our consistency. Yeah, that's really all there is to say. The match that we did win, even if our opponent didn't break, I think the matchup against Marincess, a deck that didn't really have too many ways to out bigger monsters, was easily winnable anyway, even though I did misplay several times during this week. I don't think any of the matches that we lost would have really changed if I played any better. Though I think an important thing to take away that I need to take away is remembering to leave a discard for the banish effects from maybe Dragon Buster, which is probably more important than saving a Veiler or a Hand Trap or anything like that, because it's just a lot more versatile than Imperm or Veiler ever will be. So yeah. Also, I think the game plan going forward is to really try to get an APC with be equipped with a card to discover the banish, because literally everyone and their mothers playing Yu-Gi-Oh! In 2020 do play Dark Riddler no more, just because combo decks are kind of cancer of this earth right now, particularly with dragons roaming around with virtual worlds and that kind of thing. So yeah, definitely we need to be trying to play around, especially in the Nibiru and Dark Riddler no more, as while our deck isn't a combo deck, the same cards that would kill a combo deck also kills our deck at the moment, so that's also another consideration going forwards, building our deck. I think I probably will make a more recursive, more control heavy rather than the 4-on-1 card 23 negate combo that somewhat involves the Dragon Buster in our end board. I do want to actually play ABCs and not kind of overshadow the deck with Hauki Fibrax combos, even though we can definitely build a Hauki Fibrax combo deck, since we do have Auroradon and Hauk, which is pretty nice, I'll be honest, but definitely our goal for now is to improve the core of the deck, get that Union Carrier, get the gadgets, and we'll see where we take the deck from there. So thank you very much guys for watching. The editing was horrible this week, more than usual, but what can you do? And I'm not recording this. No way in hell am I re-recording this at 6 a.m. I really want to push this episode out. So without further ado, I hope you guys have a nice day, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.